Now imagine you searching for something using Google search engine, and as you begin typing inside the search bar, you begin to see search terms, key terms, and alternatives, already searched keywords popping up for you to select from. Okay, and this looks very nice and it comes in handy, and you would want to ask yourself that, come on, can this be achieved in Microsoft Excel? Well, the answer is yes. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can use Microsoft Excel to create your own search engine where you can search from a large set of data, be able to filter, matching every keyword within your set of data. So this is going to be very simple, straightforward, and fun. Now let's delve right into that. All right, now before we delve right into that, let's quickly try this search bar here to see how this works. So what we are going to do is to begin typing something here. Let's say we want to search for Williams. So we type W and you'll be able to see that all the words within the table that matches the character W all pops up. You have this green highlighted stuff around it showing you that these words contain the character W. So if I type I again, it begins to filter, getting closer to the exact match that I am searching for. And one cool thing is that you can see the table has these 4 columns, that is the first name, last name, country, and age. Okay, so what is going to happen is that you can search by first name, by last name, by country, and by age. Let's say I would want to return all those with the age 29. Once I type 29, I'll be able to filter all those with the age 29. I would want to search those that are coming from Canada. I'll begin typing this, and then quickly you can see that I have that. Let's say those coming from France, then you'll be able to get that. Okay, have that filtered. Those coming from Ghana, you'll be able to have that as well filtered. So that is exactly what we are going to be doing. So to get started, let's go to the fresh sheet here. Okay, so we're going to be using this sheet for that. So now I'll be leaving all the files we shall be using. I'll be leaving the link in the video description. You can just download all of them and straightforward go ahead and then use them. Okay, so that is that. So what we are going to do first of all is to convert this data set here into a table. So to do that, just click inside here, just press Ctrl T, and then you have this selected. Just click on OK, and then you have the table created. Now you can see once it's created, you'll be able to see the table number. That is what the name of the table, that is what table 5 here. So that is what we'll be using in our formulas that we are going to be using to filter the data. So the next thing we are going to do is let's copy the various headings. Let's select the headings here quickly, Ctrl C to copy this. Let's click inside the cell I5 here and then Ctrl V to paste. So now I would want to click here and then just click to keep the source column width. So once I'm done, just escape to clear the copy. So there we go. So the idea is whatever we search here should be filtered and displayed here. The next thing we are going to do is we would want to use the cell J2, okay, cell J2 here as what? Our search bar, okay? That is the cell in which we shall be typing the search keyword or the search term. However, we need a search box for that, so we can link the search box with what? The cell here. So to do that, let's go to developer tab, and under the insert here, just come and look under the active X control, just grab the text box and draw the text box here. Quickly draw a text box here like this. Perfect, this looks good. So now what we are going to do is to link this text box to the cell. Okay, that is the cell J2. So right click on it and then go to properties, and then here you come to link cell, and then here just type J2. So once you are done, just go ahead and close that. So now you just click on this design mode to exit the design mode, and here you can begin typing whatever you would want to type. And as you can see, for now there is nothing going on. So what we would want to do is to write the formula to be able to filter. So to do that, just click here, and then inside here just type equal to, then filter. Okay, so filter, and inside the parenthesis you call the table, that is the table 5. So you just hit enter to tab over, and then within the table 5, what are we going to search for? Sorry, in the table 5 we are going to be searching using what that is the open the square parenthesis, that is what the first name. So you can see the alternatives. So just come down, just press this, the down arrow once, and then choose the first name, or just type the first name, and then you close the square parenthesis. So we would want to match that to whatever we type inside the cell J2. So this is equal to what? J2. Okay, this is equal to J2, sorry, J2. Now if no match is found, we would want to say that no match. So to do that, you just open this double quote and type no match. Okay, no match, and quickly close the double quote, and then just close the parenthesis and hit enter. So now you can see for now it says what? No match. So right now if we begin typing a word, let's say we want to search for John, nothing is going to pop up unless we type the full name John. That is where you can see that the record for John is popping up. But the idea is that whatever we type, whatever character we type, if that character is found within the data set, it should be able to give us filter those records that contains that character until we search for whatever we want, and we should be able to return whatever record we want based on our search term. So to do that, let's fix that quickly. So to do that, what we are going to do is let's go back to our formula to do some modification. So what we are going to do is let's select from here, from the J2 up to the table here, and let's delete it. So what we are going to say type is number. That is, if it's number, and then inside the parenthesis there is type search, and then inside the parenthesis what we are going to be searching is what the J2, that is the search term where we are going to be typing our search term, that is J2, and then comma, then the table, that is table 5, and then you open your square parenthesis. So inside the square parenthesis we want to still search using the first name for now. So you tap over, just press the down arrow once and tap over to choose the first name, and close the square parenthesis, and then you close your parenthesis now this twice, and then you hit enter. So now you can see that it has filtered everything here for us. We'll be fixing this in a moment, so you don't have to worry. So what we are going to do is let's come back here now. So now when we begin typing, let's say John, just type J, and you realize that every character within the data set that has J is now popping up. So you can see that all the character we have here within the first name, there is J in it: John, James, Benjamin, Jackson, Elijah. So you can see that is why it's popping up. So but the thing is, we can only search using what? The first name for now. So the idea is we would want to be able to search using first name, last name, country, and age. So let's go fix that, right? Very simple. So let's save this for now. Let's go back to our formula, and what we are going to do is to copy from here. Immediately after the comma, just copy up to here, up to its number here, copy that up to its number, and then Control C to copy. So come back to where you started the copying from and introduce plus, just type plus and then Control V to paste. Okay, so that will take what? The last name for now. So we'll be modifying this to the last name, then plus again, then Control V to paste, and that will take the country, then plus again, then Control V to paste, and that will take what? The age. So let's do the modification. Here we have the first name, so here should be last name. So we change this to what? Last name. So once you begin typing, you have last name popping up, then you tab over to get it down. So now the next one is the country. So we want to search in the country. So you come here and then just clear that and just type country, you tab over. And then finally is the age. So click inside here, just clear this and just type age. Okay, so you just go ahead and tap over now. So from there, just hit enter, and now everything is sorted. So now we can go ahead and search using the first name, last name, country, and age. So now let's try those within the age 29. So let's type that, and you'll be able to see that we filter only those with the age 29. Let's search for those from China. Let's see that if we have someone from China, so you can see that we'll be able to filter all those coming from China country. Okay, you would want to search a name, let's say Logan. You'll be able to search from that using the first name, and then maybe the last name you would want to search Lopez. You'll be able to return that as well. So you can see that our search bar is now taking shape, and that is exactly what we want. So now the next thing we are going to do is, you can see that if there is nothing inside the search bar here, we can still see the data being filtered here, and that doesn't look good, right? So let's fix that. It's very simple. So let's come here. So what we would want to do is, if the cell J2, because what we are typing inside there is linked to cell J2, so what we are going to say is, if cell J2 is empty, then we would want to leave the filtered range empty. Else we would want to go ahead and filter and return whatever data that is being searched for. So here, click inside here and type if, and then you open your parenthesis, then you type J2. If J2 equal to what? Empty, then comma, and you would want to leave the range empty, that is double quotes. Okay, so that is that. Else you would want to what? Filter. Else, then comma, you would want to filter. So here, just come back here and close the last parenthesis and hit enter. So there we go. So you can see that we've just cleared all that now. So now when we come here, until we search or enter a character, nothing is going to be showed here. So let's enter something like J, and you realize everything is popping up. Let's enter something like 20. So the when you begin typing 2, all the numbers, the age that has 2 in them is going to pop up. Let's say 23, so you'll be able to return only 23. So now our search bar is looking good and it's taking its final shape. So now the next thing we are going to do is, why don't we just highlight the key terms? Okay, so we can do that, right? It's very simple. So to do that, let's just go ahead and select this range here, the range where the data is being filtered up to here, Okay, so what we are going to do is to go to conditional formatting under the home tab, come to conditional formatting and highlight cells. That is highlight cells rules equal to text that contains. Then inside here you would want to type equal to, then you introduce a dollar sign to make it absolute. So J and then the dollar sign again, then 2. Okay, so quickly we would want to highlight what the matching terms with what, maybe green, or maybe yes, something like light green or something like that stuff, and then we click on OK. So now when we begin typing, let's say Gonzalez, so you can see that once you just type G, all the characters that contains G is going to be highlighted with the green. Okay, so basically that is that. So now our search bar has taken its shape. Finally, let's make the search bar look so beautiful, just like that of what the Google search engine. Perfect. So to do that, it's very simple. So now let's go to developer tab and then switch this to design mode, and let's see if we can resize this a bit, make it a bit smaller. That looks good. So let's exit this and then begin typing inside to see everything is looking good now. So now what we are going to do is let's go to insert, and then under the insert, let's come to shapes, and then let's grab this rounded corner shape here and just draw it across the search bar this way. Perfect. Let it match the length of what the headings here. Perfect. That looks good. Open up a bit. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. So now what I'm going to do is shape fill. Let's leave it transparent, and then shape outline. I would want to use this dark color to match the bar here. So let's exit up. So now let's select it and move it down a bit. Perfect. That looks good. In this way. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is let's come back to developer tab, then we come to design mode, select this, and I would want to decrease it a bit this way so that I can have space to add the icon that I want to add. So this looks good. So now let's exit that. Perfect. So now what we need to do right now is let's go to insert again and go to shapes, and let's grab this kind of shape here. You can see the shape that has the rounded edge at one side. So we're going to draw this shape this way, like this, something like this, and this looks good. Perfect. Exactly how I want it. So you would want to press shift on the keyboard and then you rotate it like this. And quickly let me just change the color. So I'll just go to shape outline and then leave it none, shape fill. Let me give it deep color here again. So what I'm going to do is to drag it and fix it inside here. Perfect. I think this is looking good. However, it's a bit bigger, so let's make it smaller so that it can fit in there. Exactly what I want. So now let me extend it a bit. There we go. A bit. There we go. So now that is looking good. So now let's just get some nice icon here to go with. So let's go to insert and quickly let's go to icons, and then here, so from here you just go ahead and just type search, and you have this populated for you. Quickly just select this one and just click on insert. So we have it inserted. So now when you come to graphic fill, you just go ahead and choose white color here, and then you just make it smaller this way. Perfect. It's looking good. You just move it up. Sorry, let me just undo this action. I can just move it and place it inside here now. Exactly how I want it. So now let me go ahead and save my work. So now this is not in a design mode, so now we can begin searching. So let's say we want to search for character S. So everything that contains S is going to be returned and highlighted with this green fill, and you can see that our search bar is looking beautiful as you saw in the demo video. So basically that is that about this video. Now if you like the video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon so that I can get notified anytime we upload new video tutorials. I'll be leaving the link to the files used in the video description. You can just pick them up and be able to follow along. Thank you so much once again, and see you in the next video tutorial. Bye.